Thanks, Alan. Well, Valley grass farmers trying to recover from a huge financial loss caused by trespassing off-roaders.
Yeah, the mudding enthusiast tore up a lot of his property overnight. Channel 5's Carolina Cruz took a look at the damage left behind.
It's not the first time Felix Guajardo deals with a loss a day or two before harvest. He says he can't afford the constant loss in crop, time, and money.
This isn't a crop circle sighting.
A few marks and then it got worse and worse.
It's the work of someone who caused Felix Guajardo to shut down his farm for the day.
My wife heard the screaming of the engines last night at 9:30, 10 o'clock.
He says about 5 minutes went by from the time he heard the engines roaring on his property to only hearing the silence of night in this part of town.
The sheriff's department said not to confront him, to call them, but by the time they get here, they're gone.
This morning, he got a better view of the damage left behind. He and his wife couldn't stomach what they saw.
This represents about $1 worth of product. To get from this stage to selling stage, it takes about a year. The damage done last night is a 5-acre loss, costing Guajardo Farms thousands of dollars.
Springtime is harvest season for grass farmers. Guajardo has been at it for almost 50 years. He's one of many generations before him that tended to this land.
We spend a whole year to get it ready to harvest, and then because this happens, they ruin the crop.
Guajardo irrigated his property earlier this week. He says the wet pasture made matters worse.
Oh yeah, we can't, once they do that, most of that part is gone, another year or so.
The muddy tracks lead to losses for clients as well. Guajardo says he's going to try to salvage what he can, but says it may not be enough to break even.
Sometimes you just want to quit.
Guajardo says he hasn't been able to harvest that same section of land for 2 years now. He says he's considering taking other actions to prevent next year from having the same fate. In the studio, Carolina Cruz, Channel 5 News at 6.
Just to expand a little bit more on what Carolina reported on, we wanted to calculate about how much money Guajardo stands to lose in this Channel 5 News Extra. Guajardo says 1 acre of grass amounts to about 60 pallets. His rate per pallet, at least a cost per pallet, he says is about $85 a pallet. Calculating the land damage, 5 acres, that's over $25,000 in losses that he's looking at. We did some digging. According to the Texas Penal Code, damage to Guajardo's property qualifies as criminal mischief. Charges for this crime vary. We found out a person can face a state jail felony. The loss amounts to $2,500 or more, but less than $30,000.